Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another weekly forecast. And yes, I did decide to record this a bit late. I've been busy this weekend, but the time is here. Let's quickly record this forecast, talk about the trades we did last week and what we're looking for in the next week. Well, I guess it's this week now, isn't it? Because the market's just opened. Right. So going into last week, yes, Monday, Tuesday, and I think Wednesday were a bit slow for us. Wednesday, I did see a trade set up here, and you can see that it was 0.5%. And it was on Wednesday where I was actually also thinking that, man, is this like, the confidence is a bit low because I know at Thursday and on Fridays, if you look at our track record just by like hitting these pinned messages here at the top, you can go through them. That Thursday and Friday seems to be our better days, and there's a lot more confidence when it comes on Thursday and Fridays. So when we did take this Thursday trade here, where was it? Right about here. This was the setup that we were looking for. We had these equal highs up here. Price has now then pushed all the way back down to take out this daily low. We're now below the previous daily low. This is a very, very prime spot to be buying because price has now cleared the daily low. The liquidity has been cleared. If there's liquidity above and you're also in a bullish market, you have tons of confirmations. And the other confirmation that was for me and our group was it's Thursday. So Thursday you seem to get like a very strong move in that direction where it wants to go for the rest of the week, and that's exactly what we got. And as you can see from here, price ended up clearing those highs right there. And the final target, what we were aiming for, was that 27.63 move. And then as you can see overnight, price cleared that out and actually went another extra 100 pips higher up to that 27.70. This is where we obviously turn over into Friday. And Friday's move, you can see that we ended up consolidating for a bit. Price ended up moving up. And I was expecting that nice little pullback in order to get in on this move, and price did give us that pullback around the time that we enter. We decided to give it a try with that red folder here, trying to give that extra push towards the upside, and we hold on this 5-minute fair value gap. Price gives us that push up. We then clear out the prior high. I then take half off here, SLs to entry, and then what ends up happening is the market just does a full U-turn back down. It was at this point a lot of people ended up messaging me saying, should we re-enter this, that? And I'm like, it's Friday. We took our take profit one. We're not re-entering. It's outside our time. And it is at this point where I was just expecting the market to start pushing down from this point because it's trying to give us another charge up for the new week. And that's what happened last week, where Friday ended up being a bearish move towards the end of the day. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was sort of bearish. And then we ended up getting our bullish moves on Thursday, Friday. That's enough of that going. Obviously looking at the breakdown for last week, let's get into the charts and have a look at what we're expecting next week. In short, all-time high is still intact here. As you can see, all-time high has not been cleared. That is our main target, being this high as well. Where is our swing point for bearish moves? 27.36, right? If I mark this as a swing point right there, if price breaks below this one, then the all-time high will have to wait for a bit. We're likely to be pushing back down again. But for now, if I get this trend line up, we don't really use trend lines, but it's quite good to potentially maybe use. That price will be following this trend here. And what do we need going into this week? Last week, at the start of the week, we ended up getting, where was it? Thursday, Friday, Monday here. Last week we ended up getting this, obviously this push here, and then Monday ended up giving us that retracement, and then immediately from after Monday London session, we ended up continuing that move up, which is what we wanted to see last week, obviously the week before. But this was a retest and break. You got a retest off here, price continues up. If you look at the next high and mark that across, you got a break, a retest, you continue up, you mark the next high. These are all little stepping stones where price obviously don't, obviously to retest that one properly, but you can see it's still the same concept. The price retraced, and then we ended up getting on this buy move, and this was also that previous daily low I was talking about. And again, confirmations, it was a retest to push up, and that's exactly what happened. Now what we're expecting is we have this high here, drag it across, price is now tapping into it. We're likely to see price fall into this area here, give us that breaker structure, and then start attacking that all-time high and then potentially even higher. So that's pretty much the move. You can see that we're just sort of moving in this uptrend. It's quite simple sort of behavior, but we need to be patient in order to capitalize upon this. Otherwise, you can think it's easy, it's an uptrend, but you may end up being caught, like getting caught out. That you may end up buying way too early and then price takes you out, and then you're just like, what the hell do I do now? Do I sell? Then you end up selling and then it goes up. So we stay away from that. We wait for the right time to enter. And for me, obviously, it's Asian session now. I don't trade the Asian session, but if you zoom in here, you can see we do have a swing point on the hourly time frame right there. This is where I'll be watching for a potential structure break. If price pushes down and pushes back up overnight, and then on London session and New York session we get a retracement, this is where we'd like to start targeting the prior weekly high and then the all-time high. But to be honest, if I mark this up, if I'm low to high here, we're still waiting for price to push down. I would like to see price tap into 2760s, possibly even clear this low here as like a sell side liquidity. This will be quite interesting to see that get swept, and then for price to start pushing up again. 2750 key level as well. So that'd be something to be looking for, because one thing I see here is that you got a low, high, lower, low, higher, high. This will be your breaker block, so price could use this as the final support level here. So that's what I'll be looking for something like this. If I remove that, this will be your deeper buy position. Bounce off the trend line as well. A lot of confirmations. Don't get too excited with all these confirmations, as sometimes the trade may not work out. Just keep your risk the same each time, and your profit higher, as you can see from this risk to reward. Look at that, about a 1 to 5 risk reward ratio. So if I risked 1% on this trade and held it, that would have been a 5% trade right there. So if you do more of these, you'll always be making profit. So that's what I like to sort of keep consistent. And pretty much that's all. Yeah, nice, simple going into next week. This is what I look for. I'll catch you guys after the London session for the VIPs. And if there's any sort of free setups, I will share on the free channel. The links are all in the description. It's been a WasteFX. Hopefully this video has worked out for me, I pray. But that's pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. It's been a WasteFX. Peace out.